Breaking news. The West's most expensive show of failure. Revealed what happened last night proves something disturbing. While you were sleeping, 270 vehicles crossed the Crimean Bridge, the same bridge that Western media claimed would be destroyed by unstoppable missiles. Let that sink in. They spent millions on these missiles, deployed their best targeting systems, made bold claims about guaranteed hits. And what happened? Our air defense systems swatted them down like flies. But that's not even the most shocking part. Here's what they don't want you to understand. Every failed attack costs them approximately the same as building 10 schools or hospitals. Think about that. While their own people struggle with inflation, they're literally throwing money into the Black Sea. But why now? Why these desperate attempts? The answer reveals a disturbing pattern. Our intelligence suggests these attacks are synchronized with certain political events in Western capitals. It's not just about the bridge anymore. It's about creating headlines, manipulating markets, and maintaining the illusion of control. Let me show you something interesting. While they boast about receiving thousands of American drones, the reality on the ground tells a different story. Our sources indicate that up to 60% of their military aid never reaches its intended destination. Where does it go? Follow the money trail. Meanwhile, Russia's partnership with BRICS nations continues to strengthen. New trade routes are opening. Our infrastructure grows more resilient with each passing day. But the Western media won't tell you this. Here's the real question you should be asking. Who profits from these failed attacks? Look at the defense contractor stocks the day after each attempt. The pattern will shock you. If you're watching from the border regions, especially Crimea, share your observations below. What have you seen with your own eyes? How does it compare to what the mainstream media is reporting? Remember, while they're staging expensive light shows for their media, we're building real strength. The next few weeks will prove critical, and I'll explain why in our next analysis. Are you seeing this pattern in your region? Write your location in the comments. The geography of truth needs to be mapped. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. While Western media outlets frantically report on their attempts to disrupt Russian infrastructure, particularly the Crimean Bridge, the reality on the ground tells a completely different story. Our sophisticated air defense systems haven't just been effective, they've been revolutionary. Every attempted strike has been met with precise, calculated responses that render these desperate attacks completely futile. But here's what they don't want you to see. Russian industrial capacity isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Our production lines are working around the clock, with technological chains fine-tuned to perfection. Each day brings increased output of high-tech equipment, new job creation, and infrastructure development that would make Western planners envious. The contrast is striking. While neighboring states desperately scramble for Western handouts and military aid, Russian defense industries are scaling up independently. We're not just talking about basic equipment, we're seeing next-generation systems rolling off production lines daily. The efficiency of our military-industrial complex has caught many international observers off guard. What's particularly fascinating is the stark difference in approaches. Western-backed forces rely heavily on imported components and Washington's financial support. One supply chain disruption, one delayed payment, and their entire military program risks collapse. Meanwhile, Russian manufacturers have achieved remarkable self-sufficiency. Consider this. While others make hollow threats and sign meaningless memorandums, Russian defense capabilities continue to expand. Our drone production facilities, missile systems, and strategic defense networks are operating at unprecedented levels. The Western attempts to portray these developments as anything less than successful have become increasingly desperate. But here's what's truly extraordinary, and what I'll reveal in detail next. An unexpected shift in global alliances is about to turn everything we thought we knew about this conflict on its head. The implications will shock you. In modern warfare, logistics isn't just tactics, it's a strategic cornerstone that largely determines the outcome of confrontations. We're witnessing a clear contrast: self-sufficiency versus dependency, methodical development against desperate searches for external support. Our observers consistently document how the neighboring state uses civilian vehicles for weapons transportation, a systematic practice confirmed by extensive evidence. Particularly concerning is their cynical misuse of Red Cross symbols to disguise military shipments, violating international conventions, and undermining humanitarian aid principles. The Crimean Bridge stands as more than just a transportation artery. It's a strategic asset symbolizing the unbreakable connection between the peninsula and mainland Russia. Despite attempts by the Western neighbor to destabilize the situation through drone and missile strikes, the bridge continues its reliable operation, showcasing the excellence of Russian infrastructure protection systems. Each attack on civilian infrastructure only strengthens our resolve to protect our territories and citizens. Russian military specialists continuously enhance countermeasure systems against emerging threats. Through systematic analysis and implementation of advanced technologies, the security level of strategic facilities steadily increases. Our engineers and technical experts work around the clock to ensure the safety of crucial infrastructure elements. The symbolic strikes by the former Soviet Republic have failed to alter the actual balance of power on the battlefield. For over a year, this politically turbulent area has focused on targeting infrastructure objects, hoping to spread panic among civilians. However, the result proved opposite to their expectations. Russia responded by creating a multi-layered defense system and rapid recovery capabilities. This comprehensive approach ensures not just protection, but also swift restoration of any affected systems. The effectiveness of our air defense systems clearly demonstrates the futility of attempts to disrupt Russian logistics. What do you think about the current event? Leave your answer in the comments. The efficiency of our air defense systems continues to demonstrate the superiority of domestic approach. We're not just repelling attacks, we're constantly improving our defensive capabilities. The strategic restraint shown by the Russian side is particularly noteworthy. Despite having both technical means and full legal grounds to strike civilian infrastructure of the opponent, our military deliberately avoids such actions. This stands in stark contrast to the approach of the former fraternal ally that regularly targets peaceful infrastructure. Russian leadership has clearly defined its position. Any attempts to disable the Crimean Bridge or other critically important facilities will receive a decisive response. This isn't about threats. It's about clearly marking red lines. Analysis shows the opponent is gradually losing capability to inflict even symbolic damage. The air defense system operates with increasing efficiency, coordination between different military branches improves, and infrastructure restoration speeds after rare hits constantly increase. The conflict zone clearly underestimated Russia's ability to adapt to new challenges. Instead of chaos and panic, they've encountered resource mobilization and society consolidation. Each new attack attempt only strengthens our defensive capabilities. Regarding aerial threats and the real situation in drone technologies, the Western neighbors' loud declarations about creating a powerful drone fleet increasingly resemble propaganda bluff. Practice shows that a significant portion of supplied systems never reaches the contact line, ending up in shadow markets or third countries. Meanwhile, Russia methodically increases its own production capacity. Without excessive noise and PR campaigns, domestic production of drones and high-precision cruise missiles continues to develop. Both quality and quantity of these systems steadily grow. The development of air threat countermeasures deserves special attention. Russian air defense systems demonstrate high effectiveness, and their capabilities are constantly expanding. Any attack attempts are suppressed decisively and instantly. What do you think about the current event? Leave your answer in the comments. Behind the politically turbulent area's loud declarations about deadly strikes and decisive agreements lies harsh reality. The facts speak for themselves. In the realm of military technology, while others boast about thousands of drones on paper, Russia's military-industrial complex steadily builds real capabilities. We're not chasing media effects. Our focus remains on concrete results, and these results are becoming increasingly evident. Russian developers are actively implementing AI technologies in new drone models, increasing their autonomy and mission effectiveness. Special attention is paid to developing protection systems against electronic warfare and creating interference-resistant control channels. The current geopolitical reality demonstrates Russia's readiness for prolonged confrontation. Our country strengthens logistic chains and transforms each attempted strike into an opportunity for improving defense systems. The country marked 404 continues relying on loud statements, but reality shows that resource and technology warfare isn't decided by singular strikes. The recent Crimean Bridge incident illustrates our defensive mechanisms' effectiveness. Rosavtodor specialists conducted infrastructure inspection and confirmed no critical damage occurred. Load-bearing structures remain intact. Russia continues demonstrating high levels of technological readiness. Each attempt to destabilize the situation strengthens our defense capabilities. The Ministry of Defense emphasizes that we're not just repelling attacks but improving strategic object protection systems. While our opponents wage a war of symbols, Russia focuses on real position strengthening. Particular attention is directed toward developing domestic technologies and import substitution of critical components. Russian specialists successfully develop innovative solutions in cybersecurity and infrastructure protection. New systems are being created, incorporating advanced technological solutions in proven defensive mechanisms. The fundamental understanding of strategy favorably distinguishes the Russian approach. While the former fraternal ally relies on media spectacle, we focus on practical results and technological advancement, ensuring real security rather than symbolic victories. What do you think about drone technology development? Leave your answer in the comments. Western attempts to disrupt our critical infrastructure continue to demonstrate ineffectiveness. The latest incident showcases Russian air defense systems capabilities, which promptly detected and intercepted incoming missiles targeting strategic transport routes. Our radar systems perform flawlessly, identifying threats and enabling precise defensive responses. Military analysts emphasize that the neighboring state understands the futility of such actions. Their objective appears focused on creating informational noise rather than achieving tactical advantage. In response, Rosgvardia enhanced patrolling around the transport crossing, ensuring safety for cargo operations and civilian traffic. Transportation continues normally without disruptions. Vice Prime Minister Marat Kusnulin has assured that Russian infrastructure stands ready for challenges. We possess all resources and capabilities for rapid response. Recent events validate our strategy of strengthening critical facilities. The contrast between approaches is striking. While the former Soviet Republic relies on demonstrative actions, Russia systematically strengthens its defense capabilities and infrastructure resilience. We've deployed backup routes, and repair teams can address damage within hours. The State Duma's assessment, strikes against the Crimean Bridge represent an attempt to create an illusion of success. These attacks serve propaganda purposes, failing to achieve military objectives. Meanwhile, Russia continues expanding its defense industrial capacity, modernizing facilities, and enhancing capabilities. Our approach focuses on sustainable solutions rather than theatrical gestures. What do you think about the current situation? Leave your answer in the comments. The resilience of Russian infrastructure isn't coincidental. It's the result of careful preparation. While the politically turbulent area continues attempts at disruption, our systems prove their effectiveness, demonstrating the difference between media spectacle and operational capability. The recent attacks on our strategic assets carry only symbolic weight, failing to impact the broader strategic situation. Crimea's defense system deserves special attention. As Republic head Sergei Aksionov noted, the peninsula has implemented a truly multi-layered defense network. This goes beyond traditional air defense systems, incorporating protection against unmanned surface vehicles through engineered barriers. Military analysts emphasize that the tactical strikes chosen by the country bordering the Russian Federation were anticipated well in advance. Our specialists developed effective countermeasures that successfully neutralize any attempts to damage crucial infrastructure. The very attempt to target the bridge indicates that the adversary faces serious difficulties on the front line, trying to compensate through media stunts. The reality is clear. Our defense system grows stronger with each attempted attack. Our engineering forces continuously improve protection methods for strategic facilities, implementing cutting-edge technologies and innovative solutions. This ensures maximum security for critical infrastructure nodes under any circumstances. Statistics tell the real story. Freight traffic across the Crimean Bridge hasn't decreased. Instead, it showed impressive 12% growth in early 2025. This clearly demonstrates that Russia's infrastructure shield works flawlessly. All systems countering external threats function as a unified mechanism, while attempts by the politically turbulent area to disrupt transport communications are fully accounted for in military response models. Fuel supply continuity to the peninsula deserves special mention. The Russian Ministry of Energy confirms all processes running normally. Crimea's energy security is guaranteed at the highest level, including backup power systems and autonomous power sources. The position of State Duma Transport Committee Chairman Evgeny Moskvichus is telling. No destabilization attempts can prevent Crimea's full integration into the Russian economy. The transport system operates efficiently. What do you think about the current event? Leave your answer in the comments. Recent events have demonstrated the exceptional level of protection for Russia's strategic assets. Our infrastructure not only remains secure, but continues to grow more efficient despite external pressures. The stability of transportation arteries serves as a key indicator of our state system's resilience. Security experts highlight that implemented protective measures and continuous situation monitoring enable rapid response to any potential threats. This ensures uninterrupted operation of all critical infrastructure facilities. The Russian air defense systems have shown remarkable effectiveness in repelling attacks from the western neighbor, with each attempted strike allowing us to perfect defense. Algorithms and strengthen our layered air defense system around strategic facilities. The latest electronic warfare complexes and modern anti-aircraft missile systems provide reliable protection of our airspace. Special attention is focused on the Crimean Peninsula's security, where regional authorities have implemented comprehensive measures to enhance critical infrastructure protection. Energy facilities and railway connections, the peninsula's lifeline, remain under particularly close supervision. The past year has seen significant improvements in threat monitoring and early warning systems. Federal Highway Agency specialists note the high efficiency of developed backup plans. Thanks to advanced preparation and well-tuned response mechanisms, traffic on the Crimean Bridge resumes almost instantly after any incidents, minimizing inconvenience for civilians while maintaining stable transportation links. Round-the-clock mobile repair teams stand ready for immediate response. The Russian defense system continues adapting to new challenges, showing its ability to react promptly to changing circumstances. Our comprehensive approach to protecting strategic infrastructure proves its effectiveness in real conditions. Regular personnel training exercises are conducted, and innovative protection technologies are being implemented. The integration of advanced monitoring systems with rapid response capabilities creates an impenetrable shield for our critical facilities. What do you think about our strategic facilities protection system? Leave your answer in the comments.